Divest to invest. The bank teller. Here is a short story about a man who deposits his faith into accounts that can never make him rich until a bank teller helps him recognize what is truly worth investing in. In the center of Golden City stood a grand bank called the Treasury of Values. Its marble entrance was crowded every morning with people carrying bags of attention, time, trust, and hope. A businessman named Marcus entered with a heavy case marked My Life's Investments. At the counter sat a bank teller named Clara. "I would like to check my accounts," Marcus said. Clara opened the first ledger. "You have invested heavily in approval." Marcus smiled. "That account has always been important." "The balance changes every hour," Clara replied. "When people praise you, it rises. When they disagree with you, it collapses. That is why I keep making deposits." Clara opened another ledger. "This account is called Reputation." Marcus leaned closer. "That one must be doing well." "It depends entirely on what other people think they see." She turned another page. "Here is Body Security." Marcus looked worried. "Please tell me that one is protected." Clara shook her head. "Its value changes with age, health, appearance, and circumstance." Marcus opened his case. Inside were more deposits labeled control, special relationships, future plans, being right, status, and never losing. "I have spent my whole life building this portfolio," he said. Clara placed the ledgers before him. Every account was marked temporary. Marcus felt angry. "Are you saying none of this has value?" "I am saying you gave lasting value to what cannot last." "But these things matter. They may be useful," Clara said. "A body can communicate, money can support practical needs, relationships can become classrooms, plans can provide direction. The mistake is asking temporary forms to guarantee your identity and peace." Marcus looked at his case. "What happens if I stop investing in them?" "You stop demanding that they give what they do not contain." Clara led him to a long hallway filled with deposit windows. At the first window, customers deposited years of effort into being admired. Above it, a sign promised, "Your worth will rise when others notice you." At the next window, people invested in avoiding rejection. Another promised safety through control. A fourth advertised happiness in the future. Everyone looked busy, but no one looked peaceful. "This is the ego's bank," Clara said. "It accepts everything you give and returns fear of loss." Marcus pointed toward a small counter at the end of the hallway. No one stood in line there. Its sign read, "What cannot be lost." "What account is that?" he asked. Clara smiled. "Peace, forgiveness, joining, truth, and love." Marcus laughed. "What is the interest rate?" "What you give increases in your awareness." "That sounds impossible." "Offer judgment, and you experience the prison of judgment. Offer blessing, and you discover blessing within yourself. Giving and receiving are one transaction here." Marcus placed one coin marked kindness on the counter. The teller returned it immediately. Marcus frowned. "You gave it back." "Look again." The coin had not left his hand, yet another appeared in Clara's. Marcus tried forgiveness. Again, what he gave remained with him. He offered peace. The whole room became quieter. "This account does not lose value when shared," he said. "It becomes recognizable through sharing." Marcus returned to his original case. He removed the investment marked being right. "What do I receive for this?" "Freedom from defending it." He surrendered status, freedom from comparison. He surrendered control, freedom to receive guidance. He held tightly to special relationships. "This one contains love." Clara looked gently at him. "It may contain symbols through which love was learned, but no person or role can become the source of love." Marcus lowered the investment onto the counter. The case became lighter. "Am I supposed to abandon my relationships, body, work, and money?" "No," Clara replied. "Divest does not mean destroy the forms. It means withdraw the faith that made them responsible for your wholeness. Then reinvest them in a purpose that serves love." Marcus returned to his business the next morning. The office had not changed. There were still accounts, deadlines, salaries, meetings, and decisions. But before each task, Marcus asked, "What am I investing in now?" When he chased approval, he noticed the withdrawal from peace. When he defended status, he saw the deposit into fear. When he listened honestly, forgave a mistake, or allowed someone else to succeed, he felt the wealth of joining increase. Above his desk, he hung two ledgers. The first read, "Valueless investments, approval control specialness, fear of loss, a future that will complete me." The second read, True investments, peace, forgiveness, honesty, joining love. Years later, Marcus returned to the Treasury of Values. Clara still sat behind the counter. "How is my account?" he asked. She smiled. "Nothing real has ever been missing from it." Marcus finally understood. He had not been asked to earn treasure. He had been asked to stop investing in what concealed it. May we sing, rest, and dance our way home together.